Wow, years of experience. So, how many years of experience do you have? Hi all, it's me, and today we're going to be talking about years of experience when you're applying for job applications. It's something in the back of your head that just hits you every time. It makes you cry. You're reading for a role description. I think this company matches with me really well. I think this company aligns with me really well. I know a lot of the skill sets they're looking for, but wait a second. I see some numbers there. 2 to 4 years of experience. I only have 1 year experience. Maybe I'm not good enough. Pass. This is the majority of people when they read role descriptions. It's so sad to see so many people lose out on perfect opportunities just because they get to the years of experience and they do not fit the requirement. Let me tell you this, it does not matter as much as you think. But before I get into why it isn't so important, I'll talk about why it might be important. Why is it important to have some years of experience for a certain level of jobs? This becomes more relevant when you're going into senior roles, team lead roles, managers, head ofs, and chief executive, chief something officer, Other than that, why does it matter? Years of experience only give you the assurance, it gives the company assurance that you have a decent amount of time put into this field, decent years into this field, that you know what you're doing and you gained a bit of experience and a bit of skill sets to go along with the years of experience. It is just a wish list. Let's put it like this. It's a HR's wish list. Someone told me that. And it makes me think, yeah, it is a wish list. Not everyone who has 2 to 4 years of experience is the worthy candidates. You could have 1 year of experience and you could be perfectly worthy. It's just that role is hiring for someone that can take on responsibilities and work for an average 2 to 4 years experience person. But because that is the case, if you're a high achieving 1 year experience, you could perfectly take that role, no problem at all. Simple as that. So do not skip on role descriptions just because you don't meet that years of experience. Wow. I like to use this example a lot. There are a lot of young achievers, right? Young musical talent, young sporting talent, young coding talent, anything really. You got children that are 5 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, even 20. You got all these children who are better than most of these 10, 20 years of experience in that field. You got 10 years old, 15-year-olds doing really well in coding challenges that even challenge the experienced people in the 20s like me or other software engineers and data people. It doesn't matter. It's about how much passion you have, how much experience in learning, right? How fast do you learn? Does that make sense? Experience of learning? How fast do you learn? That's really important, right? The one way to beat the average trend of years of experience, if you learn fast and properly, then you are blazing through it. You can go for 5-year experience jobs in probably 2 to 3 years. Sure, you might use a bit more time other than your office times to learn a bit more. Wow. Focus on your skill sets and your wide tool set experience. This is why. When someone hires you, when a company hires you, they want you to do work. Your years of experience is not proof then you can do the work. It is actually your work and achievements in that new company that gives evidence to the company you were a really good hire. Years of experience do not prove anything but just as insurance that, hey, this person might be enough to call for an interview because he might have something to say about his past 5 years, 10 years of experience. But that's merely it. It is not a deciding point, and that shouldn't scare anyone off. Wow! Just another tip. Sometimes they do not want a 5 to 7 years of experience. They just want someone who doesn't need babysitting, who can do the work like a senior, you know, and that's why they put such a high number. There's a lot of responsibilities to it. You know, a lot of these jobs after the 3 to 5 years mark, after the 5 years mark, it's really not about how technical you are. It's more about how much responsibilities can you take in your role, right? Responsibilities pays a lot in companies because a lot of people don't want to take responsibility for all the bad stuff that happens in the company, but a lot of people only want to take the good stuff. And, you know, obviously in a company, you have good stuff that you take responsibility of and get credit for. And this part you get a bit of shame and a bit of disappointment from other people because you own the bad part of the results. So that's what the company is paying you for. They might need a senior, not a manager role, not a lead role, but just a senior that can do the job, and that's why they put such a high number. In that case, when you don't meet the years of experience, if you get the option to put a cover letter, mention it in your cover letter that, hey, I'm not, 5 to 7 years of experience, but, I could work like one, and I only have 3 to 4 experience, but I think this would be sufficient for you to consider me. You might as well get the job, right? Because if they're not actually looking for a leadership or a manager person, and they just need someone really good and genuinely technical, then you might be the perfect fit. Or if you can't fit a senior role, then you might go in as an intermediate. They might consider you because you're such a high achieving intermediate, and you can grow into that senior role in no time, right? So that's the really important thing to have in your head. This was advice from me from one of my ex-colleagues. So, wow. Lastly, show your passion and confidence. Really important. It's not always about technical assets you have. It's also about the person you are, the passion you have, and you need to be eager to learn. That's really, really important. Passion and learning is the two main things that drive people really up, really high, so fast than everyone else, right? If you don't have passion for what you're doing, should you be doing that job? Should you be in this role? But if that is true, and if that is the case, then show it to other people. There is no point in keeping your passion to yourself. Your passion should be shown to everyone. They'll be like, hey, this person's actually genuinely interested in the field, genuinely interested to do the work, actually interested to drive up the technical space of the company, right? And confidence comes in again. I have a confidence video which I made like a month or two ago, so check that out. Confidence is really important. It's confidence that lets you put it out to other people with no shame, and your passion drives it, right? So those two things, passion and confidence. Wow. So, hope you liked the video. I did talk for quite a bit, but I'm gonna try my best to edit this as short as possible, hopefully within 10 minutes. So, hope that goes well. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up, subscribe, that ring alert, the bell notification, put that on because you'll be able to get my next updates. And leave a comment down below what you thought and what other things you might want to talk to me about. You can email me as well, but comments are fine as well. Thank you very much. I'll catch you around in the next video. See ya!